What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. Actually, going to be staying down the country tonight. Got more work and inspection for tomorrow, first thing, instead of driving all the way back home and all that. Gonna stay down here. I think I'm going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings so we can watch the game, and I'll just live stream from the table there, so that way we can kind of watch the game and kind of have fun with it. Couple of things. Okay. On defense, Randy Gregory. You know, it's a good thing that a lot of you guys aren't the GMs of the Dallas Cowboys, because it's crazy what you guys will say to do. Remember how many of you guys said, get rid of Dak? You know, get rid of Dak Prescott. Tank for Tua. Tank for Tua. Remember when that was a thing? You know, we should just lose out so we get Tua. And then it was, we should go ahead and just tank and try and get Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Anyway. Interesting thing. Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory, who now has 4 sacks. Last night was literally a one-man wrecking crew. Like I said, he had 2 sacks. He had, I think, 3 or 4 quarterback pressures. A hurry. I don't know what the difference between a hurry and a pressure, but hey, okay. You know, I love it. Back in my day, it was just like how many tackles and sacks. That was it. There wasn't any hurries or pressures and all that. You know, they've micro-defined everything. And he's coming on. He really is, with Micah Parsons doing his thing on the other side, although Micah didn't have a great game yesterday, but nobody has great games every week. But a lot of you guys want to get rid of Randy Gregory because he was being suspended left and right, for, passing the Dutchie from the left-hand side. And said, you know what, get rid of this guy because all he cares about is smoking weed. When the reality is, most players out there, or a lot of players out there, smoke weed. They just didn't get caught. Unfortunately, his thing was he was a dumbass and got caught at the combine. He got in protocol and kept getting tested. So a lot of you guys, when he was suspended out there, and the Cowboys literally, they weren't paying him because he wasn't on the roster. Didn't cost them anything to take a chance on him. It's a good thing they did, because right now he is our best pass rusher. He is. I mean, well, sack-wise, he's got more sacks than anybody else. And he doesn't have a lot of miles on him. And right now, he's only costing about $1 million. It's crazy how good he played yesterday. He was the highest graded defender for the Dallas Cowboys. In fact, the highest graded player yesterday on there. He went on and went off about the officials. And basically, he's like, screw these officials. Well, okay, let me not say it. He didn't say screw the officials, but basically went on with the whole thing about the officiating is it sucked. It was just terrible. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And put him on blast. I hope that him and Zeke Elliott don't get fined, because you don't talk about the NFL. It's kind of like Fight Club. You keep that laundry and stuff on the table. You're supposed to grin and bear it. But let's be honest here. It drove me crazy coming down the road listening to the shows, because they literally put all of the penalties on the Cowboys. Oh, the Cowboys, they were just sloppy. They were terrible. They had 12 penalties. Dudes. Are we honestly going to say that was fair and balanced there on the penalties and the calls? Some of those were some bullshit-ass calls. The fact that they messed up on Dak Prescott's touchdown, where pretty much everybody's in agreement that on 3rd down it was a touchdown, and so on. But be that as it may, they found a way to get in and win. And even Zeke Elliott went on talking about the officiating as well. Like I said, the problem with that, of course, is the NFL doesn't like you to talk about the officiating, how bad it is. Kellen Moore, I'm sorry, I've been busy, so I'm just seeing some of the stuff. So Tony Romo, I didn't have the volume up real loud with Tony Romo and stuff and the crew.
He was on
Was he?
point on a lot of the missed call about the missed flags. He was calling the left and right of what they missed.
Well, they did. It was just a try. It was a disgrace that that crew was getting paid. Well, maybe they were getting paid by Bill Belichick. And what happened with Bill Belichick with the blood and stuff? Look like, is it like his makeup is coming off and we're really seeing that he's literally like the Sith Lord? Is that what it is? Because that was some crazy stuff. But evidently, I guess Tony Romo was trumpeting Kellen Moore as head coach somewhere next season. And so Kellen Moore was asked about that. He's like, "Oh, Tony, I love Tony. I have no thought on that. That's a long ways away." Interesting thing, though. I'm going to say one thing about going from coordinator to head coach. It's really two different skill sets. There's a lot of guys that are great coordinators that don't pan out as great coaches. I think of Norv Turner. Norv Turner, who was part of us back in the 90s when we were great, although he did have a lot of pieces, much like Kellen Moore, to work with, it's hard to call a bad game plan when you have, Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and Jay Novacek and Emmitt Smith and a great offensive line. You look really good when you have that many players. But he never really did that well as a head coach. When you looked at him in Washington, when you looked at him in San Diego, he just wasn't that guy. Dan Quinn, although Dan Quinn did take Atlanta to the Super Bowl, I think Dan Quinn is better suited at being a coordinator. I think he's happier being a coordinator because, see, being a coordinator is more hands-on with and controlling that game plan. Being the head coach is you're the overseer of everybody. You're not really hands dirty getting in and dealing with all of these different things. That's not to say that Kellen Moore won't be a great head coach. But see, Kellen Moore is more of that mad scientist that's figuring out the offense. He becomes the head coach then. You're overseeing. You're not the mad scientist per se, although some do try to be the game caller and the guy. But I'm not sure on that one. There's no guarantees on that. Also, La'el Collins has been reinstated, so I guess we don't need to think about that whole fiasco. That was really mishandled by La'el Collins. I'm sorry, dude. You should have took the 2 games and been satisfied. I mean, they gave you a break, but no, that's not good enough, dude. You missed 7 tests. You missed 7 tests.
They gave him a break because of all the stuff going on in the world today, and our coach dying. They gave him a break, but it wasn't good enough.
So
2 games wasn't good enough.
2 games. No, I don't want none. But dude, okay, I might understand if it was 2, maybe 3, but 7. Come on, dude.
You know how much
but
money,
I'm glad you're back because
you know how much money he lost.
$2 million. $2 million.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, it is. Give me a lifetime here and see if I get $2 million. But the other thing, Dak Prescott, I'm sorry, it's dust. I got sawdust on my eyes and I'm getting it in my eyes. Dak, they're hoping that he'll be ready to go in 2 weeks to go against Minnesota Vikings. They did them MRI, and the Cowboys, they do MRIs, I think, on hangnails. That's like, do y'all get like a percentage for every MRI? I mean, I'm just saying, they do my MRI every time. Every time you look funny. Oh, I got some dirt in my eye. Oh, let's go get an MRI. I mean, they just are always doing MRIs. But anyway, that's what we have. And I'm going to go get cleaned up, and then I'm going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we're going to watch the game, and I'll do my live stream from there. Probably watch the first 7 and come back here and then fall out because I'm tired. I'm real tired. But we're in first place by a mile. The Cowboys are so good. You could take all the victories that the Eagles, the Giants, and Washington have and put them together, and that's what the Cowboys have. 5 wins. All right. Peace.